Good evening. Welcome in Daily Upsc Editorial audio program. BRICS A Balance De-Escalation 101. The BRICS meeting on Tuesday, including members of the engaged group, worked to develop a balanced, focused, and clear position on the situation arising from the Israel-Hamas war. The joint statement calls on Israel and Hamas to escalate, release hostage, and ensure civilians are not harmed, given a divergence of views among the core members and considering the new entrants, Saudi Arabia, Egypt, and the UAE. The focus is on the current level of violence in Gaza and the need to ensure it does not spread into the region. This meet should come as a wake-up call of sorts for India, while New Delhi once again has sought to inject a sense of balance. There is clearly a bigger pull to present the forum as an alternative to the Western-dominated G7, even as the joint statement speak out against acts of violence against Israel and Palestinian civilians. There is a privileging of narrative that focuses on the plight of the Palestinian population in Gaza, Russia, and to a lesser extent, China targeted the US and its policy, particularly in relation to Israel. The failure of the group to collectively call out Hamas for its terror activities is a concern. India has been steadfast condemning Hamas terror attack while acknowledging Israel's right to a proportional response. The need to provide humanitarian support it was advocated the two-state political solution. New Delhi needs to step up, use its relations in the region and with the US and European countries to push Israel and Palestinians towards a political solution. Such an effort will ensure that its role as balancer in BRICS is safeguarded and augmented, more so as the BRICS year passes next to Russia, and neither war in Europe or the Levant seems to be coming to a close. Unheeded advice, The Hindu. The time has come for the governor's role to be reconsidered. Ongoing proceedings before the Supreme Court raise concern about the conduct of same governors. The key issue that has forced state governments to approach the courts is readiness. Uh, court for redress is to preserve to pre, to perverse manner in which incumbent or in Raj Bhavan have used the absence of a time frame for granting assent to bills to harass and frustrate elected regime. When the court raised the question, what was the governor doing for 3 years? With respect to the Tamil Nadu governor R.N. Ravi, it was underscoring the fact that he disposed of pending bills only after the court's observations about the delay in an earlier hearing. The governor's reluctance to act until an aggrieved government approached the court seems deliberate. The hearing was marked by some questions and answers about the implications of the governor's action in withholding his assent to 10 bills and the response of the State Assembly in passing the bills for a second time. Preliminary observations by the court suggest that the scheme of Article 200 of the Constitution, which deals with the presentation of bills passed by the legislature to the governor for assent, will come under a good deal of scrutiny in this matter, which with the court nothing that the governor cannot refuse assent to the re-enacted bills. The present legislative impasse can be give a quick resolution if Mr. Ravi acts on the observation. However, the matter should not end there. The larger issue requires a clear enunciation of the law, the tenor of Constituent Assembly debates indicates that it intended to make the power of granting or withholding assent to bills, or even returning them to reconsideration, exercisable solely on the advice of the Council of Ministers. However, in practice, many governors have acted on their own, especially in reserving bill for the President's consideration. The Supreme Court must now come up with an authoritative decision so that uncooperative governors do not use such grey areas to use their advantage. It must also be clarified whether withholding assent is a final act of rejection of a bill or it needs a follow-up action in the form of returning the bill with a message for reconsideration by the House, as stated in the first proviso in Article 200. The proviso bars governors from withholding assent to any bill had turned for they had returned for reconsideration and has been adopted again by the legislature. The issue has also highlighted constitutional ambiguities on the role of governors. The aid and advice clause that is at the core of parliamentary democracy is somewhat undermined by clauses that allow governors to give themselves discretion they were never meant to have. Such provisions need wholesome reconsideration. Thank you.